Hello, everybody. My name is Brad Miller, and I'm a certified health coach. And today I have the pleasure of talking with you about the healthy habit of sleep. Sleep is probably one of the most important habits of health that we want to practice. But the funny thing is, it's probably the one that's most overlooked and the most forgotten about. Americans today tend to treat sleep as a commodity, asking us how many hours we can get in at the end of the day when everything's done, when really we could be setting ourselves up for a structure to get healthy sleep and making sure that that is something that does make its way into our schedule. So today I'm going to go over a few different things of why sleep is important, but more importantly, some top tips that you can implement right away to improve your sleep. Everything that I'm referencing is part of Dr. A's Stop Challenge Choose ebook, Chapter 8, or Dr. Anderson's Habits of Health, Chapter 17. You can connect with your health coach for more information on any of these topics. They're all inside the book. So let's start off with why sleep is important. One, first and foremost, there are studies out there that show directly that sleep can be correlated with preventable diseases, heart attacks, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, all of those things. There's obviously the more that go into play, but sleep schedules and routines can be directly correlated to the number and statistics of those that are out there. Not only can quality of sleep improve your mood, but it's directly related to our stress levels, which affect our friendships and our relationships around us. Not only that, but sleep also regulates different things in our body that assist us to not only maybe lose weight, or possibly maintain weight, depending on what our goals are. So if you're not getting proper sleep, you could be doing everything right during the day, working out, eating right, but you may not be getting, let's just call it bang for the buck of what you're putting in because your sleep schedule is not on point and you're not getting proper sleep. The other reason why sleep is important is because it is nature's nurse. It is basically the time where we get to relax and recuperate our body. Our muscles get to regenerate. It restores organ function, stabilizes chemical imbalance. It refreshes areas of the brain that we cannot refresh during hours of being awake. And the time period during our sleep when this happens the most is during what's called our REM cycle of sleep. There are 6 stages of sleep. I highly recommend referencing the Habits of Health for more information on this, but the deepest level of sleep is called a REM sleep, or rapid eye movement. It's the time period when your body is in the deepest level of sleep, and your body's ability to get into this state directly affects how much the quality of sleep is you're getting, but also how well your body is regenerating. So these are some things that are greatly important and why it's important to get sleep. So let's jump into some of the things you can start doing immediately, maybe even tonight, to improve this sleep. So I'm going to go over a few things you can do during your day, as well as a few environmental type things in your sleep environment, as well as some things that you can do right before bed and during sleep to make sure you're getting the highest quality sleep. So let's jump into things you can do during the day. One is make a bedtime and stick to it. This is vitally important. We want to have our body fall into a structure rather than react to what our body tells us, because when our body tells us things, it's because it's reacting to being out of sequence, being low on blood sugar, being low on sleep. When we get those symptoms and signs, it's because we need to do something rather than being in control of what our body needs to do. So bedtime and sticking to it is key and vital. Your body will fall into that routine. Avoid naps during the day. Naps actually will also throw off your routine, as well as it is actually less beneficial to take longer naps during the day. If you do need a small pick-me-up, a 5-minute nap is best. There are great benefits of that. You're in, you're out, you're not groggy, and you're up and going for the rest of your day without disturbing your sleep cycle for the night. Avoid caffeine later in the day. Caffeine is a stimulant, so the more caffeine you have, the more stimulation is going on in your brain, and it actually makes it harder for it to come down towards bedtime. That's another one. Let's see here. Start winding your day down. Planning your day that it has a peak, and then start going down like you're trying to land a plane right at your bedtime. So you're going to go up, you're going to be at the peak of your day, and then you're going to go down based on where you want to be at bedtime. So it lets your body know that you're moving towards bedtime. It's highly important. So those are a few things you can do during the day. So let's jump into some of the things you can do as far as for your sleep environment and getting ready for sleep to make sure it's high quality. One is avoid electronics late in the evening. Electronics and TVs and everything of those nature are stimulants, and it gets our brain going instead of helping it calm down. I highly suggest reading a book, especially one that's good for teaching us healthy habits. Dr. A's Habits of Health is one that's on the side of our bedside table, so I highly recommend that. Two is start turning down the lights. As it gets dark outside, start turning off more and more lights in your house, so your body and your mind starts to know that it's time to work towards bedtime. It can start calming down. Engage in a calming activity before bed. I highly encourage tea drinking, a non-caffeinated tea. It helps your body know that it's getting towards bedtime, as well as helps it relax for bedtime. Let's see here. Make sure you have a healthy sleep environment. Color and temperature is key. You want it cool and you want a calming color. Highly encouraged, as well as good bedding material. So, you want to make sure you got a nice, comfy bed that you can lay into, pillows, mattress, the whole 9 yards. It really helps the amount of sleep you will get and the quality of sleep that you will get. And if noise and light is an issue, because you want to make sure your area is cool, calm, and noise-free and light-free, highly suggest an eye mask. And my wife actually was the first one to bring these into our house, and I made fun of her greatly. And I had to learn my lesson the hard way, because I noticed her sleep was improving and mine was staying about the same. So I started using a mask as well and have seen great results from that. Trying to see if there's anything else. That's basically the top tips that you can start implementing right away. But most importantly, sleep, like any other habits of health, is something that we practice daily and assess and try to improve upon. So try to get better at it every day. If you get off your routine, hop right back on. That's what health is all about. So with that being said, I'm going to get some healthy sleep myself. So have a good night, everybody, and practice healthy sleep.